Yeah, so it's wild, and the thing is, yeah. So the thing is, on Twitter, I saw this earlier today. So see sponsorships by the Walt Disney Company Corporation, and goes over here, and it's saying that Facebook and Instagram content enabled
Woo.
child sexual abuse, trafficking New Mexico lawsuit, and then this, and basically Elon Musk says Bob Iger thinks it's cool to advertise next to exploitation material. Real stand-up guy. He should be fired immediately. Walt Disney is turning in his grave over what Bob has done to his company.
I hadn't seen any of that yet.
He's still going
Well,
in.
yeah, he's still doubling down. He's still doubling.
But yeah,
And yeah, a lot of legal mindset WDW Pro. They're eating good for the next couple of weeks to months because like so much legal stuff is coming out because of the Florida audit. Just that
Yeah,
it's
so
their specialty to cover that.
now, Grae. So people who don't know what's happening in the Florida audit, or I'm not sure if you know, Bone Bridger. Can you enlighten us? For me, I heard about it. I don't know what's going down.
Yeah, I
Grae,
got
do you
no
wanna-
clue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's in a nutshell, they're massively corrupt. They're massively corrupt. Surprise, surprise, corrupt practices all around Florida. It's like everything they do, it benefits them, and it's affecting the residents and the people around Florida for their enrichment. It's basically that. It's mass corruption all around, like bribery, free annual passes, stuff. In a nutshell, there it's yeah, legal mindset and WDW and everyone else around them. It's they're better covering those. I've watched some of their videos. They break it down piece by piece what Disney does. That's incredibly incredibly damning, should I say. It's like it makes what their problems right now in the box office and in their financials like a drop in the bucket. Like that's the bigger implication right now based on the findings of the audit.
Yeah, there's that famous Warren Buffett quote. Was it Warren Buffett? I hope it's Warren Buffett, but it's like it takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. There's another one that's like a professor. I can ruin my whole life with one sentence on this thing. I can build up whatever great reputation, but if it's not authentic, if you don't protect it, if it's not real, you can totally destroy it, and it does matter for your brand. We've seen a lot of brands in history just go away, just gone forever. But that I have not looked into that. I need to because that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's Elon Musk.
Yeah.
That's going to be seen by millions of people, like millions and millions of people, like him saying these things. Like that's
Yeah,
not me posting. If I post, like who sees it? If
yeah,
Elon posts, I mean,
yeah, exactly. It's like I I've also been calling out Bob Iger for the longest time in this channel. It's like who am I, right? I'm just a nothing burger. But if it's someone prominent, someone more powerful than Bob himself, finally
right?
something can be done, right? So I think Nelson Peltz is doubling down, and I think he's gaining more allies because of what's happening. He's getting more support from the shareholders.
yeah. Let's see. Let's go ahead and jump over to speak. Let's go and continue talking about Disney and how shitty they are, and let's go and talk about this article right over here. Comes to us from Newsweek. Reads Disney faces difficult future. So this article came out earlier today. See, during an earnings call on November 8th, the Walt Disney Company CEO Bob Iger admitted that entertainment behemoth had somewhat fallen short on delivering quality material in its endeavor to pump out content for its audiences. I've always felt the quantity can be actually a negative. Okay, I'm going to stop her. Of course it is. Of course it is. Quantity over quality. It's always been, it's like if you can produce like a crap ton of stuff. If none of them are good, no one's going to remember it. Right. But if you
Right.
make one really, really good thing, and that's the reason why next year, the one movie that Marvel is only, Disney's coming out with only one Marvel movie, which is Deadpool 3. Right. Everything else is either a TV show or has been pushed to the following year. And Deadpool 3 is going to be massive. Right.
Yeah.
I've heard some news about with some people who works on the movie, and there are some insane cameos that aren't even like known yet. Like if I tell you guys what the cameo is, you'd be like, no freaking way that's real.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm not gonna spoil it because if it's true, it's huge. It will be one of the biggest cameos that Marvel has ever gotten it's gonna be massive. So so I'm not gonna say anything else about that. But yes, sharing plans to slim down production and make fewer movies with a focus on higher quality. Iger said that the company would spend $25 billion on programming in the new fiscal year and $2 billion less than the previous one. All rolling in our sleeves, including myself, to do just that. We have obviously great assets and great stories to tell following Chapek's departure. So now, do you think Chapek was just there just to be fired?
Yeah, and I don't buy them blaming him. I
Mhm.
not for 1 minute do I. They're trying to use him as a scapegoat. He wasn't there for the decisions that took place. These movies and these stories and these scripts were already locked in. He had no impact on that brand, but Bob Iger's using him like that and throwing him out to the wolves like that. And everyone knows this. I don't think anyone that's aware of these situations believes any of this. It's like Bob Iger saying that movies just needed executives on set for like, yeah,
Not
okay,
enough
Bob.
executives.
Yeah, that's it. That'll solve the problem, Bob. You know, that business executive being on set for the story. How about balancing the budget and not spending $300 million on every single movie? Just
Mhm.
maybe do that. I don't know. I can't believe that they're throwing Chapek under the bus like this because it's not real. Like, this is a total scapegoat. I'm not saying Chapek would have done better, but he didn't get a chance. He wasn't there long enough. Bob
Mhm.
Iger is the one that bought Fox for too much money. Is going to buy Hulu for too much money. Bought Marvel. That's probably the only one that wasn't too much money because that one really paid off. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like
what about you,
yeah,
Grae?
yeah. It's like this was the article by New York Post, right? He never left his office because that one had a shower room. That's that alone. That kind of behavior alone. You already know you never planned to leave. It's like if I were Chip, I would be scared as crazy. Oh shoot, this guy is not leaving. He's just using me as a scapegoat for COVID. Then yeah, it's like Chapek never had that chance, and he never wanted to go all in Disney Plus the way Iger did, because he knew that it would be a financial disaster, which is what's happening right now. And yeah, it's like this guy for the longest time, it's like yeah, he's being put into question right now. He has the spotlight, but for me, he's a rat, and there are not enough rat mouse traps. You need to put more mouse traps in there so that he'll be held accountable. Because he always says stuff that he always escapes accountability and liability. So there needs to be someone in there to ask to tell him. But it was you who made that decision. It was you who put in the who greenlit this movie, this TV show. It wasn't Chapek. Nobody has questioned him that way yet. Not in front, not in public anyway.
Yeah. All right, let's continue. See, in the weeks since the movie has trudged through to a domestic total of 43.6 million international. Sorry, 43.6 million internationally. The film has earned 39.7 million, bringing in global up to 83.4 million. So that's a Wish. Wow, that's not good. Now? We both watched Wish. Bone Bridger, did you watch Wish? I think he cut out. Oh,
Yeah, he did. He did.
okay. Yeah, I think he cut out. So we'll wait for him to come back. Let's see if he's gonna come back. But yeah, but as of right now, yeah, that is not a lot, right?
Mhm.
And what other movies are supposed to be slated to come out for this what's it called again? This, like, is there another movie that's supposed to be coming out other than Aquaman? Oh, there you
Nope.
go.
Our next one is Echo in January 10th.
So basically, Aquaman's basically the last
yeah,
big movie.
the last movie, Aquaman.
And that movie's gonna suck.
Yeah, unless you want to. Well, not. It's still not Disney. Unless you probably
No, it's
might
not.
want to talk about Yu Yu Hakusho. That's about
Oh
it.
yeah, and that's a TV show or a movie?
It's a TV show by Netflix, so it's a 50-50.
You see, Marcus Pitt says, I heard this Wish is set to not even make over 100 million
Yeah,
in
look,
its Tiger
if
run.
it's 83 right now, I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna get that 17 million.
Well, we already know that they are not counting the global box office anymore. They stopped it. They basically stopped counting the Marvel's box office
Yeah, the
because they don't
Marvels
care.
but did they already confirm for Wish? They did the same thing?
Not for Wish yet, but for Marvel, the
Okay, okay.
Marvels they did. And it's funny is because it's like so from last week to this week, the Marvels only made $50. So they're not gonna say that, right? They're not gonna say that, but yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that is very, very little. Very little.
Yeah, but I was checking movie schedules for if we had Godzilla -1 here. But then I remembered, I keep forgetting that we have this lame event here in the Philippines that every entire month of December it's only gonna be local films, which is lame. So
So you guys have to wait.
yeah, I have to wait before I get.
The crappy thing is I wish we can look, I'm glad that Godzilla -1 is only in theaters, but I wish like I can pay to just have it so I can stream it and then just watch it at home because I'm not feeling well, right? And so like because
Yeah, I
originally
imagine it's
yeah.
I imagine it's gonna be fast. Since it's I don't know. This is just I'm just speculating, but Mario came out really fast on streaming. Super Mario.
So but the thing is I heard that -1 was only supposed to be like a limited run thing here for like 2 weeks and that's it. But the movie did so well. It got such a good audience feedback and word of mouth. It what's it called again? It basically they continued it, which is great. Which but let's see. Go ahead and continue. Let's see if Mr. Bridger is gonna reconnect or anything like that. I know he is in the East Coast, but let's see. Disney and Pixar have released 7 animated movies in November for the over past 25 years, according to the figures compiled by movie consultancy Franchise Entertainment Research. Of these, Encanto previously had the lowest 3-day opening in 27.2 million. Still, Wish fell considerably under that figure. Woof. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And wasn't I read somewhere, isn't Disney re-releasing like 3 movies into the theaters?
Yes, it did.
Wasn't it like Soul? I think
Oh,
Luca.
actually, not even. It's like they never made it to theaters. They were just on Disney Plus. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, they were a Disney Plus exclusive,
Yeah.
right? So it was, I believe it was Soul,
Yeah, Soul's one of them.
Turning Red, and Luca, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Like
I
we're
haven't
like,
watched any
okay,
of
well,
those.
it's funny is because they're like, we need money. Now here's the thing though. Why would they do that where you can just watch it on Disney Plus? You know, like it's like what's the benefit? Who's actually gonna watch those in theaters? And those been out for like a year or
Yeah, but
more than a year.
even though like a month or 1 to 3 months ago, they released classic films too in the theaters, I believe. I think
can see that. But those are like
Jacob
classic
yeah.
films though. But like
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
oh, you know, the what's it called again? The 30th anniversary of what's it called again? Nightmare Before Christmas. So we're gonna re-release it into the theaters again as a Fathom event, you know, a special event, or the 40th year anniversary or something like that, or like the 28th anniversary of Elizabeth Berkley's Showgirls, the first NC-17 movie or something like that. Like something stupid like that, right? But like these movies they've been on Disney Plus for like the past like 2 years. So it's not anything special. Like I know out of all of those movies, I know people like Luca. I think it's called Luca. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Soul, right? Turning Red, I heard it wasn't that good. So we'll see. But now, are you gonna watch those movies in the theaters?
Oh no, definitely not. This Disney Plus at most.
Just Disney Plus? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there he is. We're back.
We're back. I have Storm City going on here, so
Oh shit. Okay.
it could get knocked out again. Dang, that was crazy.
No,
Okay,
no worries. No worries.
I'm back though.
Yeah, you're
I
good.
thought
You're
Bob
good.
Iger shut me down. I was like, has he finally come for me?
Yeah,
Has he
he
turned
heard
off
you.
my power?
He said, "Get him."
Get him. Get him.
But we didn't go too far. But I think the question I was asking you before you got cut off was did you watch Wish?
I did not. I did not watch Wish, and that's kind of rare for me to miss out on an animated film from Disney because I like to review them and talk about them because they're usually interesting. But wow, the box office for that movie is for the movie that's supposed to represent all of Disney animation forever to be that bad. You didn't even do a good job on the most important like anniversary film you were doing. That's bad.
Yeah, that definitely. And like when Grae and we both watched it, and we're like, this movie felt really long, but it was a short movie. I think it's like an hour 30, hour 40. And they sort of retconned a lot of like the characters, right? And like you know the you sort of find out the backstory of the fairy godmother, the star that Geppetto wishes upon, and how Zootopia gets founded. It's just like all of these things came from this one movie, and it's just sort of like the legacy of Disney is like they don't really care anymore.
Right.
Yeah, and it just feels bad. It feels very bad.
That's an amateur writing too, when you just try to connect other people's dots and call it your own and think it's great. It's like you're adapting something you don't understand. It's like Rings of Power style. You're trying to write onto something that already was written perfectly, and you're trying to do better, which is hubris out the. It's crazy to think like if someone said, "Hey, Bone Bridger, do you want to write the next Lord of the Rings film?" I'd say no because that was Tolkien. I will adapt his stuff verbatim, but I will not adapt or write my own Lord of the Rings thing. That's that.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Yeah, like I remember I was watching just a clip recently. I'm like, man, this movie came out how long ago? Like 20 years ago, like almost 25 years ago, and it still looks good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I
I don't know about you guys, but those movies were legendary growing up. Some of those animated films are going to stand the test of time because they looked great. They still look great. They still sound great. They had great stories. They had stories with emotional punches that were about right and wrong and not like today's whatever agenda on Twitter. Like it was like good and evil. They refuse to acknowledge that anymore, hardly. They're like, nope, there's no such thing. There's nobody that's just bad. Nope, not real.
No, Sauron, he's actually misunderstood.
That's right. He's misunderstood. He just wants dominion over the entire Middle Earth, over the entire world and every living thing. He just wants dominion over them. Misunderstood.
All right, let's continue. Let's see. Marvel's dip in fortunes. The Marvel Studios, which is Disney's most valuable property, has had its worst year in the box office since 2014, not counting 2020, when none of its movies were released due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Marvel's 1.51 billion earned at the box office this year is the lowest total since 2014, when the studios pulled in 1.49 billion. However, Marvel released 2 films in 2014, while there have been 3 this year. The Marvels, which debuted on November 10th, has been something of a flop at a domestic box office with an opening of 47 million. Now, Bone Bridger, have you seen the Marvels? Oh, that's a big.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I can hear
Boys,
that.
I'm not going to make it much longer on here, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I may have to sign off a little early. That's
Time to wrap it up. Time to wrap it up.
Chat, I thank you for having me in here. I thank you two young gentlemen for having me on here. I will come back at another time whenever my room isn't vibrating from lightning. That was crazy. I have okay.
Yeah.
This is a Shure microphone with a limiter on it that you shouldn't have even heard that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you have a Shure SMB, so like I'm like, We shouldn't have heard that. That was loud.
That is this microphone with a limiter. I think shook my whole microphone setup. I don't. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate being on here. We'll do it again sometime soon.
Yeah.
You two
Yeah,
are
No worries.
legends.
no problem.
Yeah.
Take care. Be safe.
Yeah.
And we'll love to have you back on again.
Yeah.
For sure. This was
Yeah.
great for what we were talking about. You guys are awesome.
All right,
I love y'all's channel. So
go
right.
follow the Bone Bridger.
Yes.
Down in the description below. He's about to hit 30,000 subscribers. Follow him.
Yeah.
Follow him there. Good stuff.
Yeah, apparently this is bad, kind of close to me. Like the Nashville areas had tornadoes and stuff real bad. So I guess this is actually a bad night for storms. I'm unaware, but dude, appreciate you guys. I'll catch y'all soon.
All right, man. Take care, dude. Stay safe.
Hey, boys.
Yeah.
That was so loud, dude.
Yeah, crazy. But yeah, guys, sub to Bone Bridger. Like a lot of my edited VODs here, I take inspiration from Bone Bridger's work. His editing is really masterful. I really like the way he edits and writes his videos. It's really, really good.
So, chat, if you guys didn't know, when we had Bone Bridger back on in May 10th, we had him on May 10th. He's one of the what's it called again, or the earlier guests that we had, and he had anywhere between 4,000 to 5,000 subscribers. Within that time, he's garnered about 25 additional thousand subscribers,
it's crazy,
which is insane, which is huge. If you guys thought we grew fast, Bone Bridger's channel is freaking. If we thought we are going fast, he's already at Mars, and while we just barely passed the stratosphere. Like his channel was insanely growing.
You
it's good
watch
stuff.
one or two of his videos to see because it's really well edited.
Oh no, is the storm getting to you now, Grae?
What? Why was there a sound?
No, it's just you're a little glitchy right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I should start. I think I'm gonna buy that modem. The modem I mentioned before, but when I was cutting off an Epic, it got cheaper. So maybe I should get it so that I don't have to share internet or directly connected to my PC.
Yeah. Grae moved to Nashville. Yeah, just move to Nashville. Just move to Tennessee. But yeah, thank you so much, Bone Bridger, for stopping by. Really appreciate it. And I'm not sure if what's it called again? If you guys know, but what's it called again? The reason why I sound like this is because Grae mentioned that I'm a little bit under the weather, but we're gonna continue moving forward. All right, let's continue. Let's see. Domestic earnings for the movie, which sees Brie Larson reprise her role as Captain Marvel, currently stands at 81.4 million, while it pulled in a 116.4 million overseas. Preceding its release was recently concluded actor strike, which prohibited stars from promoting the film. Now, here's the thing, though. People are still trying to say that the reason why the movie did not do well is because of the strike.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
No, it's like as Gary, I agree with Gary. It's like, given what we know about Brie Larson, it's better that he wasn't advertising the movie, right? And the same thing with Rachel Zegler, even though she already she said her piece and she got the backlash was intense for that one, and now she's just trying to come back recently. It's like, yeah, we know Snow White is gonna be different. You made that perfectly clear. And yeah, it's like it's not because of if we're gonna reason out that it's because of the strike, then Barbenheimer should have done terribly. But no, they did both of them did really, really well because they were like literally in the middle of the strike, but they did really well. So no, and no, Bob, it's not because of COVID. Even though we're so late into the cycle already, it's not because of COVID. Otherwise, Avatar wouldn't have done well. Barbenheimer wouldn't have done well. What else?
How much
Super
money
Mario
did,
wouldn't have done.
how much money did Avatar 2 make?
2 billion? What
It
is?
was like 3.4.
Oh, is it because of COVID now, Bob?
Well, here's the thing though. Bob Iger gets a percentage of that, unfortunately, right? Since not Bob Iger, but like Disney. So
Disney, yeah, but not so big. That's definitely still not enough to offset their losses for sure.
yeah, but overall, I think it's over. It's over for Disney, man. It's not doing. It's not. See, this is
Yeah,
basically the photo when you think like, oh no,
yeah, it's
Disney's in trouble.
like it's one thing if it's just legal troubles, but legal and operational / financial trouble at the same time. Like, even though if you're like the most big brain business consultant, what can they do, right? What the hell can, like, they need to clean house, yeah, 100%. But firstly, Bob is not gonna do that. They're not willing to do that. And even if they do, like, how long will it take to bring back good, passionate people and actually start churning out profitable project? Like, what, 3 years minimum for that to happen? So the next few years is gonna be very interesting for Disney. It's like, I don't know how they'll be able to pivot from this, both the legal side and the financial / operational side.
Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.